Oh, Don, I'm telling you, without the numbers counting down, it really screws up my mojo. It really does.
We were pretty busy just before we got to this point. So I don't know. I think that, you know what? I will have to agree with you today that 30 seconds or even 1 minute would have made a big
Yes, it
difference in this whole beginning of this whole show today.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
yeah, oh my gosh. How's everybody doing out there today?
Oh, yeah. So we will try to do this the right way. Are you ready? I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you today. We got Mel kicking around the old keyboard, clicking the mouse, making it happen. She still refuses to be on the camera.
She wasn't here last week. She's here this week with us, not
against us
in purgatory.
In a different room.
In a different room. That's right. That's right. And you know we're gonna have the legend Mike McLaughlin on.
You know, I got to ask Mike something, man. There's some big news going on that I heard, and I'm just curious if it's really true.
If McLaughlin if he doesn't know, nobody knows. So real quick, I'm gonna Zach Wilkowitz. That's Zach Wilkowitz there. Saying I would like to congratulate my sister and brother-in-law on a beautiful new baby boy. Very cool.
Wow,
very
awesome.
Cool. Very
Awesome,
nice,
Uncle Zach.
Uncle Zach.
Uncle Zach.
That's what they call him in the big city. Catherine Cotton in the house.
Catherine,
how are you? I
doing?
saw her today. I'm telling you, it's a great day, Don. It's a great day.
It's a great day, absolutely.
So the first thing we would like to ask you guys, the first thing we're going to talk about is this weather we're having. Is it Indian summer? Mel, what says you?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why?
Because it's humid and warm.
Do you have chafed thighs like I had yesterday? I had chafed thighs yesterday. That's how bad it was. Don, what about you?
I mean, I am part mermaid.
Yes, you are. That is true. That's true.
I
saw you on Splash.
I'm loving this weather. I love it. I think if this could last until January 3rd, and then we could have January, February a little bit colder, and then March just start warming up again, I'm all for it.
How you gonna hit the slopes,
I'm
Don?
all about
How you gonna hit the slopes there, buddy?
Colorado. There's
Colorado.
There's altitude there. I can go there.
So the question is,
going.
Robert Gregory, Janine McKay, Patty, Steve Kreitz, everybody, is this Indian summer or not? Is this Indian summer or not? And do you like it or not? That's what we want to know. Not my cup of tea. You're darn right. This is a nice shirt, buddy. This is fresh. We'll talk about it in a minute. No, thank you, Don C. Nobody likes your idea, as
I want
always.
Fall. I want chilly weather. I want brisk air.
Brisk, baby.
It's cooling off at night nicely.
No,
Janine McKay says
yeah.
Colorado.
Crap.
Patty Gregory, my girl, says, no way, Jose.
Nope.
Nobody likes this weather.
Nope.
Nobody. I'm telling you, Robert, I'm glad you made it through a Wednesday, buddy. Making it happen, just as always. Nice job. No. Everybody hates it.
How are somebody says Steve Kreitz, stay warm. There
Stay
you go. You got
warm.
it, Steve.
Stay warm.
I love it.
Just you and him. All right, just you and him. Steve, I love you, buddy, but it's just too hot.
A bathing suit to go on the haunted hayride.
Do you really?
I'm just being stupid.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, geez. I'm like, man, all
Boy,
right.
it'd be sticky. Having straw
It'd be a
stick
TikTok.
to
It'd
you.
be like, hey, girl, check me out on haunted hayride in my bathing suit. That's what I'm talking about.
Be a scarecrow. With
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 people like this weather besides you, Don. I'm telling you.
Get rid of the.
What did it say? Get rid of what?
Is it a fingernail?
Oh, get rid of the rain. Get rid of the rain. I agree with
agree.
that. I agree with getting rid of the rain. Yeah, absolutely.
It hasn't rained a whole lot though, really. You know.
What?
So,
Yeah.
speaking of
at night,
hotness and it
I
being
mean,
hot,
we all know.
we
about
always
that.
got to go to the legend, the myth, the man, Mike McLaughlin, Academy Mortgage. Michael, do you like this heat or what?
No, I don't because it's too humid. I mean,
Yeah.
the temperature's fine, but it's like 90. Earlier today, it's like 92% humidity outside. You can't even open the doors when it's like that. You
I know it.
So, Mike, do you have the air conditioning on?
Yeah, I do.
See?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, I'm not going to have that humidity in here.
Albert Mezzo, you're my friend on that, buddy. I have chafed thighs yesterday and today. I like walking bow-legged, but not on purpose, okay? That's how it goes. Mary Beth Altowski's giving you this right here. She's giving you the what the hell, Don? That's what she's saying. Nobody likes this stuff, Michael. Nobody.
Man, I'm surprised.
No
way, Jose.
The temperature is fine, but it's the humidity that's just.
Yeah, I agree with the humidity part, but wow, the temperature. I mean, you got to take what you got when you have it this comfortable.
So, Don, you have a big question for Mike. Ask him. Go ahead.
So, Mike, I've been hearing that interest rates have gone up and refinances have gone down 10%. This is nationally. What say you?
That's probably true because Rates have gone up a little bit, like maybe a quarter to 3/8%. So it's just a minor amount. And I'm still, I mean, if the pattern holds true, just because they went up a little bit doesn't mean that they won't come right back down like they typically do. But there's going to be some time where they trend up and settle in a little bit higher. Could this be that time? Perhaps.
Yeah.
But,
Mike, do you see
surprised.
an adjustment? I guess is my question. I know we talked about they go up and then they correct and they go up and they correct again. Do you see the correcting happening anytime soon or no?
I don't. I mean, if I just go off patterns, I would expect them to come back down. They're keeping. The Fed hasn't raised the reserve rate, which is the rate that banks borrow money overnight from the Federal Reserve. So that rate has stayed the same. That's kind of like your anchor. So if they don't touch that, as long as we feel like we have inflation under control, then I wouldn't anticipate any drastic changes in mortgage interest rates, and I would expect them to settle down. But as far as the refinance front goes, I mean, if you think about it, if somebody was on the fence, anybody who was on the fence, they're obviously for a refinance, they're obviously not doing it now. And then, really, if you look at the people who might be considering refinancing, rates have been low for so long. Where's that pocket of people who have an interest rate high enough that refinancing would make sense for them? It's just really the refinances that I see right now that I work with are people who are looking to take cash out. So as long as whether we're paying off, a second mortgage or we're paying off consumer debt like credit cards and installment loans, those are the people who I'm working with on refinance now, where maybe a parallel interest rate. So if the interest rate is pretty close to the same, is good enough because they're getting rid of all that revolving interest, which is a lot worse than the way mortgages are amortized.
Absolutely.
So rates have gone up a little bit more than typical at quarter and 3/8, because I remember last week you were talking about that. They haven't gone up that high. So this time they've gone up a little bit more than they have in the past. And
it's moved up a little bit. When we did last week, they had nudged up a little bit, so they've nudged up a little bit more. So they've gone up a little bit more than what they have in the past before they settled back down. But we just roll with the punches, and like I said, I mean, how long ago? It was beginning of this year where I said rates will stay low through this year and probably in the next year, and I'll stand by that because we've already got the first 9 months or 10 months since we were talking about that forecast and that prediction. That's held very true. So I don't really see a reason to expect them to change dramatically.
Michael, so here's the big question, the more important question, and Steve Kreitz posed it. What's for dinner?
Oh, the wife made kielbasa and sauerkraut.
Really? Some kapusta and some kielbasa. Very nice. Very nice.
I had kielbasa before I came in, kielbasa and cabbage.
Did you?
It was awesome.
No.
It was awesome.
No, kapusta is sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, yeah.
Yeah.
So
sauerkraut.
It's
Pickled cabbage, right, or something like that.
Absolutely, whatever it is, it's freaking good, is what it is, buddy.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare it with just cabbage? How do you do that?
Oh.
Bacon.
So you start off with some butter, caraway seeds, salt. You fry up the kielbasa. You cut it in quarters and that sort of stuff, and then you cut up you put in the cabbage and let it cook for 8 minutes or something, and it softens it up. It's awesome.
What he's saying is his wife does it. That's what he's saying. Okay?
Actually, so the reason why, but if that were the case, I wouldn't know what to do. But I was the one that did it.
All right.
She helped too.
I'll give you some love on that. I'll give you a little bit of love on that.
The cabbage up, and then we.
I was just wondering how you did it differently with fresh cabbage versus
Fresh cabbage is awesome. Try it.
Karen Danzinger's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. And Kathy Cordy. All right, Michael. Well, listen, you go enjoy the kielbasa, my friend, and we will see you next week. All right?
It's been a pleasure, gentlemen. Thank you.
Always is, sir. You're the best. Cooking class
Kathy
Adonis. I saw it.
There you go. Do you see what Kathy wrote? Pork chops and applesauce?
Pork chops and applesauce. It's Patty Gregory.
It was last week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's where that came
I take it all the time for the big boy. That's very I like it. I like it. All right. So, guys, we're getting into the cooler months, or we're supposed to be getting in the cooler months. It's kind of sweaty out there, but We're supposed to be getting in the cooler months. Tell us, what projects are you working on? Most folks down, they start the indoor projects now because it's cooler outside. You know what I mean?
am.
So what projects are you starting inside?
So,
Albert, Steve Kreutz, Karen Danziger,
so
Janine, Babs, Ties, talk to me. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing for inside projects? Little projects, big projects? What are you working on?
So personally, I'm working. We want to have we want to have our basement refinished. So
Okay, refinished?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been dry. It's drywalled. We're gonna have some stuff done. New cabinets, counter area.
You gonna invite me over when it's done or no?
TV on, sure.
All right.
Put a TV on one of the walls. And so anyways, I took the ceiling down, disposed of that so we can spray paint it, which
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of that.
Okay.
I always thought it was lazy, just an easy way to do it, cheap,
like it.
easy way to do it. Well, when you pull it down and you have that extra room, it's kind of like, wow, that's pretty kind of cool. So I'm kind of sold on it now. But
I've been trying to
anyways,
tell
that's
them that,
where we're
ladies and
at.
gentlemen, forever. Forever I've been trying to tell them since I bought my house. I told them, I go, you take the ceiling down, you got this much more space all of a sudden, yeah?
Yeah.
It's way more headroom, way more.
So I'm excited about it. Today I was showing out, and I never really looked at it before in other houses, but today I did. I was showing a house I looked at. I go,
But you do see
It
all
could
the
look really
wiring
good.
and everything, though, right?
what's that?
You do
Spray
see-
it. You just
Yeah,
spray
but
it, you won't even
if
know.
it's black, you can't even
You won't even
see
tell.
it.
You
That's
won't
what
even tell.
that's exactly my thinking is you can see that stuff. But when I really looked at it in this house today, I go, no, you can really.
All right, so let's see what the
Can't-
people in the
can't-
audience had to say.
Kathy wants to show pictures. All right, I'll take pictures.
We'll bring back pictures of Don's amazing remodels, okay? Let's see. We got Albert Mezzo, the manly man he is chopping and stacking firewood. It's always a good thing. Hanging some stuff up. I like it.
Oh, Karen Danziger sanding and staining the coffee table and the sofa table.
Very
That's cool.
nice. Very
That's
nice.
cool.
Waterproof in the basement. Yeah, you definitely. That's a big thing.
Basement lighting and painting.
Janine McKay, poor dear, says, I want to refinish my kitchen, but I can't get anybody to even call me.
You got
Call
that
us.
right.
We'll call
Oh
them.
my
We'll get
gosh.
it going. Mary Beth says, clean out the basement. Bab says, take the water toys in. Very nice. Always cleaning the closets. We're thinking of sanding and staining. Yeah, very nice stuff. Good job, guys. It's
Somebody's-
definitely time for
Somebody's
doing
hanging something up. I don't know what. Hopefully it's not their spouse or something.
Hopefully it's not me because I can't hang anything, right? I told you guys that before. I'm not a handy guy. Just that's not my wheelhouse. I got a lot of cool things I can do, but I just can't hang pictures. I can't nail things in the walls, nothing, none of that stuff. So that's when you call somebody else. All right. That's when you call
You know what a
somebody else.
screwdriver is?
I do know what a screwdriver is. Yes, I
Do you
do
know
know.
what Phillips
Phillips
or
and
flathead?
flathead. Yes, I know
All right.
those two. Yeah, yes.
Flathead.
Now he's really getting me some stuff, isn't he? We're gonna have a good butt print in the couch while watching football. Yes,
There
you
you
are.
go.
And go blue,
There you
Mr. Greger. Go blue.
There you go.
Absolutely. So, guys, we want to talk about the best projects to do in the fall. Don and I were kind of digging this a little bit and throwing this around. Tracy Schultz, I was looking for you. You might know. Oh, guys, yes, I do. Exactly. Tracy Schultz is the man around town. I might have to connect you with Janine McKay, buddy, because you are the man. Let's see, my she-loft built up. I like that. Very cool. But I can shoot a double. Yes, I can, Steve. But here's the thing. We're going with what projects have we seen or heard about that are your best bets for the fall?
Yeah, fall project.
I think now we came up with 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Something
So
like that.
we'll throw them around. You guys think of you the tops you like them. You know what I mean? So first one's always going to be paint. Right.
Yeah, and that's an easy one. At this time of the year, it's cool enough to where you can paint. You don't get all sweaty, and you can open up the windows, let the paint dry, and get some of the smell out of the house.
Absolutely.
So
'cause
minor, easy thing.
Nobody but you likes to smell, paint
I'm
paint
doing my
fumes. You
steel
know what I mean?
doors.
Huh?
I'm doing my steel doors.
We're going to that one next, right? We're going to go to that one next. So down what's
Steel
number
doors.
2? No, next 2, number 2, right?
Replace single pane windows.
There you go. That's a big
So-
energy saver.
So I was talking to Mel about this, and she was listening to a private inspector, and Mel has some really good information that I had never heard of this in all these years, but it makes a lot of sense. So you want to share that with everybody?
I don't remember.
So on single pane windows, the old wooden ones that have been
Oh yeah,
painted,
the lead-based paint.
there could be lead. If there's lead-based paint on it, every time you open up a closed window, it can become powdery and airborne. So
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
never even knew that. Never even thought of it from that perspective. So,
Do you wanna
anyways, just
tell
an
them
FYI.
The percentage of how much lead-based.
Yeah, no,
It's a scary one, huh? Yeah, we'll keep that to
So
ourselves.
Scary.
no.
Yeah, my man Jim-
because it's really hard to imagine it. It's the packet of what was it? Splenda, packet of Splenda, the contents of a small packet of Splenda. Every time you open and close the window, that much lead-based paint can go into the area into the
1,500
room.
Square foot house.
1500
1,500 square foot
in a
house.
1,500
Now you
square foot
remember.
house. So Anyway, so if you have that, and if there's that base paint on those single pane windows that are wooden,
Well, I'm just thinking for energy costs, right?
absolutely,
Energy costs all day
yes,
long.
Yes,
It amazes me how many houses still have the original windows. It
Yeah, but
amazes
if
me.
it's an old house, you need to replace the windows.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Energy costs. So it's one of those things where I'm telling you, I bet you every other house we go into has old windows in it. I would say that's
I don't know
pretty.
about that.
No, not even that. The wood ones.
Oh.
I see it all the
I
time.
don't. I see them, but not that.
I see 'em a
often.
lot.
Yeah,
I see 'em a
of
lot. So
people
what
that
else you
change,
got?
so- add another heating system, and this is one of the things we were going to do in our house is put an electric fireplace on the wall, just enough to heat the place up. If you get a gas fireplace, if you put it in, an insert, of course you're okay because you're venting it through the chimney. But if you do it in a wall, you have to have it vented. So we want
What
to
about
think those
those-
two things through. Is my point.
What about those gas things in the basements that you used to see back in like the 80s, 90s? It was gas.
On the wall,
Yeah.
it's about this thick.
It's about this wide. And it
Like a
goes-
wall furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a wall furnace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to. It should be vented. You want to make sure it's vented. And you saw, I think you saw that inspector about the furnace that it has to be vented and carbon monoxide.
I'll tell you what, a
Yeah.
buddy of mine did put a wood burning stove in. He told me he didn't even turn the furnace on.
I could
He
see.
didn't turn it
I
on
could
at
see that.
all.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's pretty badass. That's
Yeah.
not a bad one.
Yeah.
So converting natural fireplace to an electric fireplace is another project we're working on. I love it. The Gregory's are making it happen over there. Jim Burton says change the furnace and humidifier filters. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good things. So number four, replace the front door. I like that. I mean, it always feels like when you look at your front door for a period of time, you go, "Oh man, we got to get a nice wood one," or "Oh man, we got to get a nice heavy metal one," or something like that. It's
Or
always right.
Fiberglass is big now because you can get a lot of designs and show a grain sign, like a wooden grain sign. Solid doors that not only insulate and are secure, but also give some decoration in the room and outside of the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So what do you have next?
So next, insulate your attic or your exterior walls. And I'll tell you personally, we did that walls. We did both of them, but we did that exterior walls
Blow it in.
blown in cellulose. And not only did it help with the energy factor, but it also deadened the sound from outside.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Yep.
No
Yep.
kidding.
Is that the spray
And I didn't
foam?
even think of that. What's
Is
that?
that the spray foam?
No, this what we had was cellulose. There is spray foam. Next house I would have it spray foam.
So here's what we're
if
gonna
I
do.
needed to.
I'm gonna come over by your house and a bullhorn. I'm be like, Don, can you hear this? Can you hear this? And see what happens. You think it'll work?
No,
You probably won't be able to hear it.
I won't hear you.
So Albert, let's see what Albert says. Over
If I
there.
do, I'll ignore you.
Bottom second one. Let's see what we got. Oh, another fall project. Scott comes over and shows me how to hey Google my whole house. Yes. Listen, and you guys have been watching for a while know that I got Google for everything in the whole house pretty much. I'm trying to find one that'll do ice cubes and shut my garage door and stuff like that. But
Wipe your
here's the
butt.
here's the
You
problem.
wipe your butt.
Yes, it is. Here's the problem. When it goes down, everything goes down. So now if I walk in the house because it's down right now, if I go in and go, hey Google, Google just doesn't say anything. Google's a mute.
So what do you do?
So you got to go back and mess with it all again.
You
So
just sit in a chair and just look.
just
and
sit
say,
there and stare. That's all you get
"What
to
do I
do. Absolutely. But when it does work, it's cool, Albert. So you should try it. I agree with you.
And there's a backup battery for like your thermostat, right?
Yep. Well, the thermostat will do it on its own. You just can't change it. You know what I mean? I tell you what's weird about my thermostat, my Google Home thermostat. I walk by it and it lights up every time you walk past it. Every time. Like you walk past it, so it's like extra,
It's like
like an
Target.
extra nightlight. And it's like an
Target,
extra nightlight.
Cooler.
Do you like that?
What's that?
Do you like it?
Oh, mother. Yeah, I like it a lot. So Janine says drill at least three-inch screws into those door frames. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She got all kinds of knowledge. I'm telling you, Jeannie McKay, it's good to see her back. Now, another one we can talk about, adding a mudroom. Adding a mudroom
This
where you
one
can do
might be a
things.
bigger project, but this would be a really cool thing to have, don't you think?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I tell you what's funny. I tell you this, and I feel like I'm seeing this a lot. Mudrooms are becoming, like this big catch-all of all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? They turn it into just this little room where you can kind of, for your walking in the door and stuff. But now it's turned into all kinds of things.
Yeah. Like what?
Like it just looks like almost like mudrooms become mudrooms and laundry rooms and other. Like there's a whole bunch of different things. And even little sitting areas and stuff. Because sitting areas are a big thing in my home. So there are lots of sitting areas everywhere.
So also in the mudroom, some people will have a shower for their dog, for their
Yep.
animals, to
Yep.
clean off their animals.
I
So-
saw one. I tell you
So
what,
you
I
use
saw
it
one in
dual
St. Clair
purpose.
Shores that it was like an animal bedroom, the very back of the house, and it was the only.
There you go.
They
There's
added it
another
on.
thing.
It was like a little
Yeah.
room about 10 by 8,
Yeah, there
something
you
like
go.
that, and it was like a dog room. That's all it was.
Yep.
That's pretty. That's cool. That's different.
It
right?
is. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So last one is a finished area in your basement. If you're not going to finish the whole basement, at least a finished area, right? Somewhere you can sit and do your thing.
Yep. And that's something we're doing. So.
Absolutely. How
Yeah.
big you do the whole basement or just a part?
Well, it's the whole, just part of it.
Okay.
One's got the furnace, the washer and dryer, and just storage, and the rest of it's family area, bathroom, and that stuff.
So my girlfriend's mom put plastic on the doors and windows during the week. Yeah, to keep it to make sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not in Dearborn Heights, huh? Not in Dearborn Heights. Okay. All right. So guys, again, if you have any projects coming up, inside projects, we'd love to hear them. Throw them in the chat for us. We'd love to hear that.
All right. So our next question of our Curious Realtors episode.
What realtors?
Yeah.
Oh, realtors.
No.
No. Have you raked your leaves yet?
Nope.
I haven't either.
So Don,
You-
what's the thing on the leaves thing? Because I saw the weather this morning. I was listening to it in the morning with the gym, and they said something to the effect of if you go past, what do you say? If you go past Midland, the leaves have already changed. You missed it already. Does that sound right to you guys? Does that sound right? If we
Yeah.
go past Midland, the leaves already changed. You already missed it.
That's pretty quick then.
Well, I'm going up north on Friday.
So you're gonna tell us.
we're-
Let us
we're
know?
at Peak time.
All right.
So Mel's gonna give
Mel's
us the
gonna
word on the
report.
street.
Next
I'll send
Wednesday,
pictures.
she's gonna bring pictures and she's gonna be in front of the camera and show you what she saw.
No, she's gonna jump in a whole pile of
I
leaves.
may do a couple selfies.
See that, a girl? See, she's all about the selfies.
Here
There we go. Now
What
we got
Realtors
something going on.
You could be on What Realtors See then.
Okay.
All right.
So Robert says haven't missed it, but they sure are already changed. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just I didn't realize that up north it was already done. I didn't realize
I mean,
that.
it's cooler up there, so they're going to.
Is it Robert
Yeah.
Gregory up north?
No, he goes up north quite a bit. Though his brother lives up
Okay.
there. Heading up Saturday. All right, so Mary Beth, you tell us if they changed. The leaves have changed up there because we'd like. And so, folks, again, have you raked your leaves yet? Yes, no. It's a yes, no question.
You covered your AC unit yet?
No, yeah, just the leaves. We're gonna stick to that right now. That's all. Just the leaves. Because I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do next week is we're gonna have a bunch of leaves here on the set and we're gonna throw them all into them. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw in the leaves and see what happens.
Dirty, gross leaves.
That's right.
Right there. Your mom said that they just started a tour in Traverse City.
Oh, I forgot, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Bergeron went on our Fabulous Girls Weekend with Julie Long,
All right.
Traverse City. I'm telling you. You know what they
I
saw up
that
there?
Wine tasting
I
they're
saw
doing
they
up
saw
there.
somebody. Was it
Dan Schuber.
Danny?
I'm telling you, Dan Schuber, Chris Bergeron, and Julie Long all in the same place. I don't know how the hell Traverse City's still standing. I really don't know. I have no idea.
All right, so we had a note from Albert. No raking there. Janine McKay, no, and Jim Burton, no.
So no raking yet.
no
Love
raking.
it. Love it.
Kathy
No,
Cordy,
don't
no
rake the
raking.
leaves. Cut down a tree. All right. What did
There
you call me?
go.
Trees, chainsaws, and trucks. That's the name of my new company. I come over and rip your tree out with chainsaws and trucks and stuff.
Hey,
It's
you
awesome.
said you weren't handy.
I know, but I can cut stuff down. Don, it ain't hard. Just go like this one time. That's all you gotta do. Blast in the past, Dan Schuber. That a boy,
There
Robert
is some
Gregory.
strategy involved.
I know,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
free.
still just sounds cool. Listen, the Wilkowitz boys came over, took all my trees down with me, and it was awesome. It was very manly. It was very manly work. It was nice.
Testosterone driven.
All right, so
all right,
last
next-
question.
Next question is how many colors of pumpkins? What's it, Russ?
Are there?
Are there?
How many colors of pumpkins are there?
I didn't write that. so-
That's all right.
so-
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to we looked this up beforehand because we were curious because we had another segment to talk about. But how many types of colors of pumpkins are there?
And if you know, write down some of the colors. Or
Yeah.
color that
Just
you,
give us
what
a
other
number.
color one you would do.
How many pumpkins? How many different types of colors of pumpkins are there? Because I was curious, and Don and I looked it up. We're just trying to see.
besides orange?
Robert, no way, not 4. 4's not it. What do you got?
No, they're not
Hey, put that Steve Cripes.
That would scare you, huh? Oh yeah.
That would scare me, Scott.
I'm sure it would, buddy. I'm
I think
sure.
we're talking about the tree cutting and the truck. And
Oh,
the
I know we are.
chains
I
and,
know. I know.
And the testosterone.
So orange, white,
Right?
maize, and blue. Attaboy, Robert Great.
Maize and
Hundreds.
blue.
Kathy Cordy, you kidding me with the hundreds? Come on with that. No hundreds. Are you kidding?
natural colors.
Well, I don't know about natural colors.
Oh, there's like green.
Mm-hmm.
Are there white?
Mm-hmm.
Mary Beth
Shades,
got it. I
different
think-
shades.
No, she was close.
4.
but there's not one that's not on there.
Which one?
Orange.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So she got
Ding, 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 ding. Mary Beth, you got it. There are tan, blue, white, green, red, yellow, orange. There are 7. That's what we looked up today. I like the pink Cinderella pumpkins. I bet you do, kiddo. I bet you do.
So what came out of that is that I knew of one other one besides orange, and that was white. And I thought, wow, there are more. So we started talking about them.
But here's the thing: how can blue be one? How can blue be one?
That's a really good question.
Like, what they drain the fluid, the chlorophyll out of it, or something?
What could they crossbreed it with? What would
I have no idea. Blueberry,
A
blueberry, and a pumpkin.
and a
Really?
pumpkin.
So hey, so Mary
Pumpkin,
Beth
yeah.
says preschool teacher here says so she knows. That's why she knows.
There you go.
All right. So next segment is brought to you by Tiny Sinks, Southeast Michigan. What realtor see? Are you ready, Mel?
And this is from Mel.
Mel came up with this
Mel
one.
saw it. Mel
She
Mel has
sat
this
down
in
on
her
this one
house.
too.
I did.
Don't let her kid you. She wanted this. She was raving about it the whole weekend. I wish I had
It's
this.
really gross.
So Chris Bergeron says, I Googled there are 4. Oh, yeah. So do we, lady. We Google it too. You're probably still up in Traverse City. Give us a break. So there it is. What would you call that, ladies and gentlemen? In the chat, put what would you call this? What in the heck would you call that right there?
One and done.
Whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's about it.
What in the chat? Tell us what you would call this particular item because we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out what that is. Let's see the chat for a second. What do you think that? No big ass water slides. You're right. Absolutely. Blumpkin. I like it.
That's a gas station toilet seat.
A Kringle. Let's see. Snickers toilet seat. Gonna be a while.
A butt
Jeez.
pincher.
A carpeted
No,
toilet
it's
seat.
soft like a terry
A
cloth.
butt pincher. Ew. No, Kath, you
So-
got to give us a name.
So Mel, wait. Mel's describing it. Mel, describe that toilet seat you have.
It's not mine.
Oh,
What's not yours?
how'd you
No,
know? How'd you know what it
it's
feels
not.
like? How'd you know what it
No, I
feels
was
like?
just
A
scrolling.
butt hurt seat. I like that.
She says it's terry. Did you
It's
say terry cloth?
It looks
It's
like
terry
a towel.
cloth.
Terry claw. You kidding me? Soft, tushy lid. I like that.
So you
So
think you
you're-
could take it out and throw it in the wash?
Catherine,
and
that's
wash
Every
it?
time
very
you go
that's
to the
very
bathroom?
antiseptic of you. Bacteria grabber.
Yeah.
An ashtray.
Yeah, sure.
That's pretty good. I'll put that one. That's kind of funny.
So
I
gross.
just you can only sit on it one time.
One time.
Man's only toilet seat because it takes so long. That's good. I mean, could you use that more than once?
Would you,
I just-
would you vacuum it?
I don't know. I just don't know, you guys. I have no idea.
That is pretty
I have
disgusting.
no
That is pretty
idea.
disgusting.
Gross.
That is weird.
That's a weird one. So, all
That's
right, we're
definitely
getting rid of that one.
That
So-
is definitely weird.
Don, you know what's coming up, don't you?
I do, man. I do.
Tell me about it.
Pumpkin Challenge 2021.
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen,
October 20th?
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. was close.
Pumpkin Challenge 2021. We're already getting in the mix for some prizes. We're going to have better prizes even than last year, right? Because every single one of the gifts, the different gift cards and things that we give out for 5 lucky people is also going to have a Academy Mortgage hoodie sweatshirt. And we're going to try to make the bull of doors out of the boo-boo butt. That's
Boo,
funny. That's
You
funny. You
snap
snap
it
out
on
and wash it every
a
couple of days.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Ugh.
So, Pumpkin Challenge, it starts on Friday, October 22nd, and goes till October 27th, which is that Wednesday at 5.
So
Guys, here's how
5
this
days.
works. 5 days. All you do is you carve a pumpkin. You're going to post a picture on the specific post that we put out there for Pumpkin Challenge 2021. Last year, how many people did we have?
110,
You had a
150. We
Huh?
had a
Tag.
Absolutely. We're gonna tag people left and right. We're going to give it out.
You guys.
What do you mean?
Tag.
No, they're going to put it on a post from us. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
tag us. You can
So-
tag us too.
It's going to be freaking awesome. Don's going to have a post on his Facebook page. I'm going to have mine open it up on that Friday that Friday. It's going to be awesome. It's a random draw. Once you get in, once you carve a pumpkin, you post it, your name's automatically in the drawing. It's not based on who looks the coolest. And we're not going to play favorites or anything like that. It's going to be a random draw today.
Yeah, we just do the best you can, but just submit.
Right. We want to crank this thing up to 250, 300 people. So talk to everybody you know. Pumpkin Challenge 2021. I'm so psyched about it.
I am too, man. It
I
was a
love
lot of
it.
fun last year.
Absolutely
Especially
love it.
after going through COVID, the beginning of all that crap, and here we are. That was fun.
A little
Fun.
tradition and doing things the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
is our
definitely good stuff.
This is our second annual.
Second annual Pumpkin Challenge. I'm telling you. Don, I was thinking about already a couple of the prizes I could tell you already. One's going to be a $100 gift card to your favorite restaurant, right? That's an easy one, right? So we're thinking of some other ones, but they're all going to be in that relative denomination. So they're going to be pretty cool
What kind
things.
of, gift card do you want to see?
Right. There you go, folks. If you have a specific prize that you think would be worthwhile, let us know. Uh-oh, Steve Kreitz asking specific. He says, any clue what's going on with the house on
Courier.
how's on Courier with asbestos signs? Warning, do not enter. I don't know. I'd
Wow.
probably tearing them down. Maybe that's would be my guess. I can definitely find out though. Yeah. So look, Mary Beth, thank you very much. Says it's a wonderful pick me up last year. Yeah, it was. It definitely was a wonderful pick me up.
We had a lot of fun with it too.
Yeah,
It was a blast.
It's very fun. Pumpkin Challenge 2021. I got 6 or 7. I'm going to start giving away to people because I want people to get involved. So that's a very cool thing. So I think we told you everything we possibly can tonight. Don is in his chipper best mood today. So keep hoping for that every
I'm
week.
always like this.
Grand prize winner gets a tailgate with Scott. The OSU get Robert Gregory. I know that's you. You want to win that one. I know. How about a big ass water slide? Your mom. That's awesome. Big ass water slide.
She was telling me that it was not a kid's show.
Yeah, Yeti. That's right. Yeti
So
cooler.
she's
That's not a
getting
bad
into
idea.
it now.
Oh, Yeti cooler. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeti cooler's not too bad.
that's a good one.
So, how do you enter the pumpkin challenge? Pretty easy, guys. It's a simple one. All you do is between Friday, October 22nd, and Wednesday, the 27th at 8 p.m. We're going to both put down. We're going to put a post up on Friday at midnight, right? And you're just going to post a picture of your pumpkin that you carved, and it'll have your name on it because it's from Facebook, and we'll enter you in the drawing. So the drawing's going to be on the show the 27th. We got a big roller thing. We put all the names in there. We pull out 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't know how many we're going to have this year. We had 5 last year.
So going back, it has to be submitted by October 27th at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
I thought you said 8 o'clock.
No, 5 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah, I
5
apologize.
o'clock.
Yep.
So 5 o'clock.
Okay,
So that makes sense. So that we can draw it that evening, 2 hours later. So we need you to do it.
Yeah. And we might even, Don and I were kicking this around too. So there you go. My kids loved the contest last year. Very cool. Very cool. I think what we should do, Don, here's what we should do. A lot of our guests that a lot of our folks that, that are followers that come on a lot, we should have a studio audience that night.
If you want to show up,
Guys, if you want to have a studio, be
We
part
got
of our
the
studio
room.
audience at 27th, give us a hell yeah in the chat. If you want to be part of our studio audience on the 27th and maybe pull one of the winners, give us a hell yeah in the chat before we go.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be
And you have bring yours with you.
yeah,
so you
Trace.
can
We
show us.
definitely last year we had one from Home Depot, so that's absolutely one. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, because you want people have stuff that they're going to enjoy. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you want to be part of the studio audience, the 27th, give us a hell yeah in the chat. We'll get you in here. Hey, Mary Beth's going to be here. Who else? Yeah, Robert's going to be here too. Very nice.
Robert Mazzo, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
See, that's what we're going to do.
All right.
So the 27th is going to be in studio audience. We're going to have a
You
studio
wanna show
audience.
up.
Do you want to show up? Absolutely. All right.
All right.
With your pumpkin.
With your pumpkin. Yeah,
With
you
the
want to show it
pumpkin,
off a
yeah.
little. That's fine. That's fine. Absolutely.
But you don't have to do a pumpkin if you want to show up. We're good with you just showing up. But it'd be kind of cool if you made
Well, you
one
get in the
and
drawing
brought
though
it with
too.
it. And you get in the drawing with it too, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
All right, guys. So
but you don't have to because we'd rather you be here than
Yeah.
not be here. So
all right, what's the
it'd be kinda cool.
what's the capacity in the studio audience, Don?
What do you
In costume would be sweet.
what do you-
Mary Beth, that would be awesome. I'll be in costume. If you recall, Don and I were Batman and the Joker last year.
Yeah.
It'll be something funny. Mel will be something too. She'll probably be like a sexy cat or something
I
like that.
forgot about dressing up.
Absolutely. That was awesome. It was
Oh
very
my
fun.
gosh,
It was
I
very
forgot
fun
about that,
stuff. All right, guys. So we're going to call it a night. Okay. We're sweating in here because it's Indian summer. I'm Scott,
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
and we're talking real estate. See ya.